This is Mayuri Patel, Assistant Professor, SSRC and WAPI. So the lecture is continue from standardized test and non-standardized test, that is in nursing education unit. So today we will see the criteria selecting or developing test. So let's start. So various aspects of the student's behavior are evaluated in the school and college, such as diagnosing of learning difficulty, achievement of desired behavior as stated in objectives, and appraisal of personal and social development of students. So regardless of the area of behavior being evaluated or the use to be made of the result, all of the various test and procedure used for the evaluation of the program should possess certain common criteria. So normally what it is saying ki normally whatever we are assessing the students, fine, so that we that has some criteria, so and that is right or wrong, that we have to see, so that we will see in detail. So let's see the criteria. First is validity, second reliability, objectivity, and last one usability. So let's see the first criteria, that is validity. Let's see the definition. The validity of a test is the degree to which it measures what it is intended to measure. In a simple meaning, so whatever instrument is there, with it is measuring why what it is intended to measure means क्या बनाने के लिए, क्या टेस्ट करने के लिए बनाया है, that it is measuring or not. Fine. So that is the validity. So this is the most important aspect of the test. Validity is always specific for a particular test. To be valid, a measuring instrument must be both relevant and reliable. Means if I say in a simple manner, so BP instrument is made to मतलब sphygmomanometer is made for checking the BP. So it is the sphygmomanometer is checking that BP or not. That is checking of this is the validity. As the reliability of a test increase, the it become more valid. So first is face validity. In that, just on its face, the instrument appeared to be good measure of the concept. The first face validity refers to whether the instrument looks as though it is measuring the appropriate construct. Means how it look, even though it is measuring properly, then also how it looks, that is the face validity. Although face validity should not be considered strong evidence for an instrument's validity, that is concept, pain level, measures, verbal rating scale, rate your pain from 1 to 10. So face validity is sometimes considered a subtype of content validity. Next, content validity. So content validity concerns the degree to which an instrument has an appropriate sample of items for the construct being measured, the adequate covers the construct domain. So the content validity means, for an example, normally if I'll give example, though when we are doing research, we used to send content for the validation. Fine. So that validation means whatever we made content, it is appropriate or not, that we are doing. Fine. So that is the content validity. So content validity is relevant for both affective measures, that is measure related to the feelings, emotions, psychological traits, and cognitive measures, both. So for example, a depression measure should covers the checklist of depression symptoms. Okay, so next is construct validity. In construct validity, the investigator is concerned with the question, the concept under investigation being adequately measured. Is there a valid base for inferring the score? All this, right? So this begins when the investigator formulates hypothesis based on theory. Fine. So in a simple meaning, simple manner, construct validity means how we are constructing the tool or the questions and whatever hypotheses are there, which is fulfilling or not, they are tested or not, whatever question we made, which is from content or not, that is the construct. So that's why they told this begins when the investigator formulate hypothesis based on the theory. Means whole if we will take the research part and whole whatever we are making the whole things. For an example, if we are making question paper, just an example, fine. So starting only we will construct the things. Key section 1 and section 2. Section 1 will be this many marks, this many marks. Section 2 is this many marks. Section 1, how many definition you will ask, or short note or long question, like that. So that is the construct. Then evidence of construct variety is not established within a single study. So variables like anxiety, creativity, numerous dependency, constructs, job satisfaction, attitude towards the phenomena, intelligence, empathy power, self-confidence, those are the constructs. Fine. We will see predictive validity. So predictive validity refers to the adequacy of an instrument in predictive performance or behavior of individual on some future criteria. So how well does the admission test predict the future performance of the students? Means this we can say like we are predicting the things. So that is the predictive validity. Next is the ability of one measure to predict another future measures of the Now next is concurrent validity. So concurrent validity means it refers to the instrument's ability to differentiate individuals who change on a present criteria. Means if the validity relies or it defines the differentiate or difference between two things, right, or two person with the using of the one only instrument. So it involves concurrent, co-current, that is simultaneous measurement of scale being valid. For example, psychological case. If who the in a mental hospital who are psychologically stable or who is not, that we will be checking with the same group, right? So that the one scale only differentiate what is normal and what is not normal. That is the concurrent value. Criteria related validity. So it is check the performance of the operationalization against some criteria. So there will be a set criteria and there will be a set operational plan. So on that we will check the validity. So in criteria related validity, a prediction is made about how the operationalization will perform based on our theory of the construct. Means how we made the plan and how it will work, that we are predicting it. For an example, if we are reading from the 2 months prior to the exam properly, right? So we have planned all according to the dates of the exam, theory and practical, everything. So we know how much, how the plan will go, and we will predict that till date we will be able to complete our portion, fine. So that operationalization will perform, that is based on the how you made. So for an example, the instrument measuring anxiety state is said to be valid if the anxiety score correlates with some criteria such as person who are known to be anxious. For an example, students prior to the difficult exam would be expected to have high score on the anxiety scale. For an example, if you are going for a board exam, and definitely you will be anxious, you will be scared. So when that time, if we will take anxiety test, your anxiety score will be high. So because of the criteria how it is, because of exam you will be anxious. So already we know, we can predict it, okay, because of this will happen. Next, we will see the factor influencing validity. So, what all are factors is affecting the validity? So, first is under direction, result low validity. Then because it will be under direction, so that may be the affect the result validity. There will be low validity. Then if reading vocabulary is poor, the students fail to replay to the test item even if they know the answer. So if vocabulary is poor, if students will not understand, then how they will reply. Then second, unclear and difficult sentence must be difficult to comprehend for the reader, will affect the validity of the test. If sentence is not clear, if it is difficult to read, then or it is unclear, then it will be affecting the validity. Then use of inappropriate items, medium of expression, extraneous factors like style of expression, legibility, handwriting, length of the answer. Because if it is length is more, then students will not answer properly. If medium of expression, if students are from Gujarati medium and if you are telling them in English medium, so it may be language barrier can come and it will get difficult. Inappropriate time limit, if you are giving less time or like that, then it will be affecting validity. Then students inability to understand a test item, guess and respond, this would lower the validity of the test item. Measures to improve validity. So how we can improve the validity? That measures are careful matching the test with learning objective, content and teaching method. Second, increase the sample of objective and content area including any given test. So you have to increase the sample objective and content area, whatever test we are giving. Then using method that are appropriate for the objective specified. Ensuring adequate security and supervision to avoid cheating in examination. Improve the ability of the next reliability. So that's all about the validity. Next we'll go for reliability. Reliability means repeatability or consistency. So how you will be, how you can rely, if how you can be telling that this person is reliable after so many experience, that good experience, then only you can tell that that person is reliable. So same repeatability and consistency, that is reliability. So it is an ability of an instrument to consistently measure what is supposed to be measured. So the instrument what is made, that is measuring consistently what is supposed to be measured. In validity, the degree of measure that was there, and here consistency. Then a measure is considered reliable if it would give us the same result over and over again, assuming that what we are measuring isn't changing. Next is types of reliability. First is stability, second is internal consistency, and third is equivalence. First we will see stability. So stability measures by a method called as test-retest method, used to assess the consistency of a measure from one time to another time. So the word itself, test retest method. So one test only we are administering more times, fine. So the administration of the same instrument to the same subject two or more times under similar conditions. So that is the test retest reliability. Next, Equivalence. Equivalence checked by two methods. First is inter-rater and inter-observer reliability. So inter-rater, it is used to assess the degree to which different rater or observers gives consistent estimation to the same phenomena or not. So how we are doing one paper, they are checking, the two different observer or examiner will check. That is the inter-rater reliability. Next is parallel method. It is used to assess the consistency of the result of two tests constructed in the same way from the same content domain. So this is, we are checking the result of consistency of the result, which there will be a two test, but the construction way will be same and content will be same. They create a large set of question that address the same construct, and then randomly divide the question into two sets and administer both instrument to the same sample of people. Fine. So it will be created for the large set of question. There will be a large set of question and address the same construct and then randomly divide the question into two sets. So we are dividing like for an example, odd and even number. Fine. And then it administer both instrument to the same sample of people. The correlation between the two parallel forms is the estimate of the reliability. One major problem with this approach is that you have to be able to generate lots of items that reflect the same construct. Next is internal consistency reliability. It is used to assess the consistency of the result across the item within a test. So it is ability of instrument to measure all its subpart. The splits of techniques used with the Cronbranch alpha formula, and we are looking at how consistent the results are for different items for the same construct within the. Then what all factors will affecting the influencing the reliability? First is data collection method. Second, interval between testing occasion. Then test length, higher length, more reliable. Speed of the method, group homogeneity, difficulty of item, ambiguous wording, and inconsistency in the test administration. Objectivity of scoring is more reliable than subjectivity of the scoring. Next, measures to improve reliability. Limiting subjectivity of all kind. Ensure that questions are clear. Ensure that expected answers are definite and objective. Checking to make sure that time limits are adequate. Giving simple, clear and unambiguous instruction. Keeping choice with a test paper to minimum. Conducting tests under identical and ideal examination conditions. When using less reliable method, increase the number of question observation or examination. Next, what is the relationship between reliability and validity? So, validity is truthfulness, while reliability is truthworthiness. Fine. And these both are two aspects of efficiency. As validity increase, reliability increase. As validity decrease, reliability decrease. The test cannot be valid unless and until it is reliable. And validity includes reliability. Let's see the objectivity. That objectivity in measurement helps to increase test validity and reliability, and this is the extent to which independent and competent examiners agree on what constitute a good answer for each of the item of measuring instrument. Means whatever you have made a question, so that answer the both examiner or more than one examiner should be agree for the particular answer. At this extent the answer is right. Next is advantage of objectivity. Objective tests are more reliable. They enable to more extensive survey in a given time than can be obtained by any other type of test. the time element is reduced, a greater number of items can be tested, and a greater the validity. Next, disadvantages of objectivity. More more time is required to prepare good objective question, and it provides little or no opportunity for the measurement of the students. Thank you so much guys to listening me, and if you have any doubt, just contact me or just comment it into the comment box. Thank you.